So you've booked that flight, your holiday dream destination is waiting for you, you're overflowing with inspiration, references, color palette, mood boards for this trip, and you want to do everything and nothing at once. There's something about being abroad in the summer that makes life feel so much more new, magical, softer, and somehow you become a slightly different version of yourself. Most people go on holiday and come back with photos, dehydration, and a burn, or a tan if you're lucky. But this summer, I want you to come back with a completely new energy, newly found inspiration, and lightness in your step. So here are 21 ways to romanticize your summer holiday and experience peak femininity abroad. Let's get into it. So I've just got my tips here, which I'll be glancing at from time to time. And first things first, before we leave, we create a Pinterest mood board for your trip. And this is not just for photo shoot inspiration, but restaurant interiors, books, color palettes, film scenes, architecture, and just little moments that capture the feeling that you want to experience throughout your trip. Basically, what vibe are you going for? What lens do you want to experience your trip through? Is it more of an active lens? Do you want a more romantic lens? Do you want a educational lens? Think of it as creating the mood for your trip before it even begins. Okay, next, curate 2 to 3 outfits that bring out your peak femininity. So outfits that make you feel elegant, confident, without a super high maintenance that goes into it. An easy option that I always go for is like matching sets. You can do a matching lounge set, a matching going out set, a matching beach set. They're honestly so easy and you always just look so put together wearing a set. It's always just such a safe choice. Or even a flowy dress that doesn't stick to your skin when it gets too hot, or a fun patterned shorts or skirt with a simple top. And when you love the outfit that you show up in, your confidence is incredibly visible. Okay, number 3, your holiday essentials to pack. Write these down. 1 book, 1 journal, face masks, a hair mask, a sketch pad, a mini speaker, a digital camera, blister patches, a fan, a water bottle, and sunscreen. Trust me with this and thank me later. Number 4, always leave a little bit of space in your suitcase. It doesn't hurt to leave some space for spontaneity. You don't know whether you'll come across a beautiful scarf or handmade jewelry or a vintage book that you want to buy and keep, or just something that ends up becoming your favorite reminder or souvenir of the trip. Number 5, plan and book any special experiences or restaurants in advance. A lot of the must-try and must-see restaurants, and especially museums, are fully booked days before going. And nothing is worse than looking forward to something that is no longer available. We don't need that stress and disappointment right before our holidays, so let's research in advance and secure it earlier. Trust me, you don't want to waste a whole holiday experience because you were too lazy to book something. Okay, so now during the trip, my first tip is to try and take a local's advice or recommendation. For example, even when hopping into your first taxi, ask the driver their recommendations for restaurants, cafes, coffee shops, beaches, views, hiking spots. Locals usually know so many of these hidden gems that aren't on touristy websites that they'd be more than happy to share with you, especially if you come across warm and friendly, approachable. Number 7, get ready and dress with intention. Use your destination as inspiration. And I'm not just talking about the country that you're visiting, I'm talking about your day plans. What environment you'll be in, what period of architecture you'll be surrounded by. So then what can you wear to reflect your surroundings in an immersive way? It's just so fun when you find joy in curating these things to match, and you just end up looking so put together and pictures look great as a bonus. Number 8, guys, plan photos with good lighting. Don't waste your time getting ready for photos when the lighting isn't doing its thing, okay? We've all experienced that disappointment when you're looking forward to taking photos of this amazing view and you get there and it's pitch black. You take your photo and you just end up looking like a dark silhouette. Research sunset times, know when golden hour is happening, avoid photo shoots during the brightest time of day basically, and just a little bit of planning of when and what will make a huge difference. Another thing I really encourage doing to make the most out of your trip is to experience both the daytime and nighttime versions of your destination. One day, wake up early enough to see the quiet streets. Another day, stay up late to experience the vibrant and fun nightlife, if there is one. Try to experience both personalities of the place that you're in. Which do you prefer? Which would you recommend more? How do the people show up differently based on the time of day? Some cities completely transform after sunset, and it's so beautiful to experience that. Number 10, throughout your trip, mentally know every place that you'd recommend to a friend. The restaurant you'd go back to, the hidden viewpoint, the best ice cream that there is. You'll start paying attention to what actually creates a memorable experience, and it gives you another purpose to remember the little parts about the trip. Now for the fun bit that completes the romanticization element of your trip. So number 11, collect unusual souvenirs. So instead of your typical tourist gifts, look for things with a bit more personality. So these could be a local book with a beautiful cover, vintage postcards, museum tickets, receipts, coffee cup stains on branded tissue, artwork, jewelry, stamps, essentially things that remind you of the trip that are a little bit more personal. Number 12, have a go at creating your own souvenirs. You don't always have to spend money to bring something back with you as a memory. Anyways, the most meaningful keepsakes are normally free. For example, seashells, pressed flowers, signed Polaroids, handwritten poems, nature sound recordings named after that location or its coordinates, or even small stones that you've collected that you can paint on later. Just have a go creating little art pieces or collages from your trip. Okay, 13, you're back at your hotel now. Create evening pamper sessions to fully unwind. After a long day of exploring or swimming or whatever you were doing, turn your evenings into little spa sessions. Apply a face mask, use a hair treatment, journal, listen to music, watch the sunset from your balcony. There's so many little things that you can sweeten your evening with. Allow yourself to unwind intentionally without doom scrolling on your phone all night. Number 14, listen to local music while getting ready. Whether you're getting ready for a night out or a day out in the beach, one of the best ways to immerse yourself in a new culture is through music. Don't underestimate your auditory experiences. They're great at making things feel more memorable, experiencing things full circle, and listening to music that you normally wouldn't. And speaking of getting ready, number 15, experiment with your appearance. The beautiful thing about traveling is that nobody here knows you. You can be whoever you want to be here. You can be a completely different version of yourself. You can play with a certain character that you really like and admire. You can wear brighter colors. You can try different hairstyles. You can experiment with makeup. You can test a style that you've been dreaming of trying out, but you've always been a little bit nervous to or scared to. You just might discover a version of yourself that you want to bring home. Number 16, journal into a postcard. I love this tip so much. Write a little note or a letter into a postcard to a friend or to yourself and stick it into a journal, or just have a folder of these postcards that you've collected over time. And years from now, you'll have a little personalized souvenir that you can look back on with different thoughts, feelings, experiences, random memories, lists. Number 17, pay attention to your dreams on holiday. We learn so much about ourselves while traveling, both in the conscious world, but also the subconscious world. And I don't think we pay enough attention to it. A lot of the things that we go through, stress about, grow from, can be reflected and learned about in our subconscious. So notice the dreams that you're having, write them down, analyze them, discuss them with the friend that you're traveling with. It's honestly such a source of realization. Sometimes dreams can truthfully reveal your greatest fears, desires, ideas, even solutions to problems you're having in your real day-to-day life. Number 18, have a tiny purpose for every day, even if your day is supposed to be a lazy day. Purpose doesn't have to be productive. It's just something to give you a little bit of structure, something to satisfy your brain at the end of the day when you can leave a little mental check in that box that you've had, whether that's to fully unwind, fully rest, mentally, physically, whatever it is that you've been craving for a while now, whether it is to read a new book, okay, whether it's a little bit something more active and to go and do that hike that you've been planning to do, however it is that you want to spend your day, just reflect on it a little bit in the morning to feel fulfilled at the end of the day. It's also crucial to just remind yourself sometimes to just be, to just exist, to be present, be an observer when you can. Sit in a coffee shop for a little longer, watch people walk by, close your eyes, listen to the waves. Holidays aren't always about experiencing the most. It's a balance between that and also relaxing fully by being present with yourself. Number 20, a quick reflection every evening can be completely mental. Before bed, just ask yourself, what were my 1 to 3 favorite things that I did today or that I experienced today? And what are 1 to 3 things that I'd do differently if I could relive this day? And these can be as abstract and precise as you want, but it's just to give you a little bit of structure and a chance to improve the day after. Number 21 is just a little reminder to romanticize the journey itself, right? Don't forget that the holiday really starts the minute that you leave your house, the first step that you take out, because your destination is the thing you're looking forward to, but it's also the journey, right? We always seem to advocate to enjoy the process as well as the outcome, but then why not also enjoy the journey as well as the destination, right? So make the most of your journey, plan a cute little airport outfit, download a bunch of podcasts for your flight, create a playlist for that specific trip, or bring one light task or project that you'd like to work on that is important to you. Romanticizing your holiday is not about spending a lot of money on it or creating an aesthetic Instagram feed. It's just about paying more attention to the things that you normally wouldn't. It's about waking up grateful every day and exploring all the different versions of yourself that you have to offer. So this summer, just give yourself that opportunity to relax, to slow down, to immerse yourself, to feel your peak femininity. Because years from now, you're not necessarily going to remember every restaurant that you visited, but you're going to remember how you felt that trip, that holiday, that day. And that's just the beauty of traveling softly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see your better versions next time.